I wish you could place your own markers on the map. That'd be nice. Especially when you're trying to go a certain direction. Okay, was it that? No, there it is. That's what I'm going to. I want to go check out this thing. Nice. Oh, dead man.
The high ground is peaceful.
Oh,
And
It is the gods that there weren't more of them.
what the heck happened here?
Madijo! What bloodthirsty fools! I would have expected them to be better equipped. Not that I'm complaining.
There's a bunch of dead people. They have been attacked. What?
I'm not afraid of heights, but I am afraid of death. And therefore, heights.
I'm taking everything. Oh, I broke it. Can anyone tell me what? Oh, what's this? A gentle reminder. Rangers of the Western Outpost, please read this very carefully. If your name is not Ranger Vincenzo, then do not eat the rations marked Ranger Vincenzo. We may be posted way out here in the woods, but that's no excuse for acting like animals. Kindly, Ranger Vincenzo, to whom the rations actually belong. Yeah, it's a very angry letter. I just took all the rations. I'm just stealing everything. I'm a heathen.
It's just as gods. I could go for some sako right about now. Quit moving around, you butthole.
Or if there's anything cool over here. Hey, maybe we'll be able to spot the thing for the treasure map.
Well, I was certainly not expecting such a distinguished guest at my humble outpost here.
No.
Though you could have come at a better time. We're a bit busy trying to recover from the attack.
Oh.
Some heads up would have been nice.
I was just passing through, I saw the steel roads dead and figured I'd investigate. Heads up, not likely. There's a reason people like us are stationed so far from safety. I was just passing through.
Those brazen Postenagos tried to catch us off guard. This is exactly why we use the lookout pyres. We were prepared when they attacked. Our losses were minimal. Can't say the same for them.
Just wave when he said minimal. Excellent work, Lieutenant.
Thank you, I suppose. I would have thought you'd be more upset by their deaths. You know, considering, Anyway, I'm afraid I cannot spare much time. Was there something you needed?
Anything in the region I should know about?
Besides the usual encroaching wilds and angry primordials, you mean? Well, there are the Trantons. Or there were. We have you to thank for that, don't we?
Those brigands didn't stand a chance against us.
Well, then, on behalf of everyone of Fjord, allow me to thank you. Truly. Now, I really must be returning to my duties. Safe travels to you.
Alright. Will they take the rest of your rations? It's gonna be funny the day that someone makes a game where
Nowhere in the living lands.
if you actually take all the just items that are out, somewhere down the story you'll find out that the outpost or like a fort like starved to death or ran into issues because of someone looting all of their stuff. I look forward to that. Okay, so this is all I know. Across the river, there's something, there's a fort of some kind. I can't tell anything from up here. We can go even higher.
At least the beacons are lit.
Oh!
I always knew this could happen.
We found
Never
an
in my
ancient
time.
memory. Well, if anyone is looking for where this memory is stored,
going to miss
this is
this
where it
place.
is. Let's collect it.
We have been here before. The distant winds breathe soft across your skin too?
I've seen the bones of many lands, but nothing quite like these. Like these?
Cold fall pools in a valley, dripping down from the hips of the mountains. The haze obscures a murder.
Who's the victim? What killed them?
They strike against each other. Sparks skitter along blades and light two faces in the dark. Now our memory is a wound, reopened. It didn't have to die.
Show me what you can remember.
Twin stars fall through night and collide beside the sea. Nekad and Enhekala. The arc of one bright light obliterates the other.
Nekada is a prevalent figure in mythology who clashes over the construction of Naku. Wait, isn't that the temple? And Hekala was an ancient hero of the living lands, credited with the construction. All that's left of their work is a ruin and emeralds. Yep, okay, it is that.
You are Enhekala, a Tabaru Sinakis. You speak for the garden, and for us, the gardener.
Oh.
You have not seen Nekad for 10 years on the day you come to blows. Which memory of him is true?
A warm, wry smile. Wait, whose memory? You've not seen Nekad. And I'm an Hekala. Okay. A strong mind, a strong hand and mind we embrace, and your shape as well as mine once. Gritted teeth and bellowed challenge, cold sweat dripping from my brow. He thrusts I parry. A whispered curse, he knocks a drink off the table and scowls. We've always argued, but never like this. A warm, wry smile?
Things were good between you for a time. But who was Nikad to us in Hekala? Help us to remember.
My brother? Do you literally get to shape the story of this world? It makes sense that it was my brother. Like, lover, not so much for why we fought about this thing. The mentor, maybe. Rival,
Nikad, your stalwart protector. Before the elders came to take you from each other, he defended you against the world. He would hurt anyone for you. Even the Tabaru Xenakis, who was to be your mentor. Nikad nearly beat him into the dust. Did you feel safe with him?
until he turned his fists on me. From then on, I was terrified of him. What little safety I could find in living lands was in his strength. I trusted him before anyone. Seeking safety was my mistake. I should have learned to stand strong for myself, not let others stand for me. I trusted him before anyone.
You learned loyalty from him. He taught us too. What did Nikad learn from us?
Fear. His traditions were from the old world. You were frightening and new. Caution. Your attention was unpredictable, and wherever it fell, calamity followed. Tolerance. Your intentions were sound, but you are young, and young as are our people. We were growing up together.
You should both have been afraid. There was a disaster. In a temper, we did something terrible. Many of our people died. It was why you built it. Naku Tedek. But in Hekala, what did we do?
You flew into a rage, the earth shook, a cliff collapsed into the sea. Your confusion erupted a volcano beneath the ocean. A wave devoured the coast. Your first taste of misery terrified you. You rained lightning on the land. Oh. So wait, what was happening? There was a disaster in a temper. We did something terrible. Your first taste of misery terrified you. You rained a lightning on the land.
The fire took a village with it. We recall a shard of memory. A blinding crash threw us from bed. We stumbled to the street. A line of fire marched across the way out. No escape. We looked with horror upon what we had done. How could you bear to speak to us?
I forgave you. You couldn't know what damage your convulsions would do. For the first time, you felt regret. I was proud of how you'd grown. I struggled not to hate you. I resented how much power you wielded over us. Wait, who? The fire took a village with it. A blinding crash threw us from bed. How could you... I'm so confused. I feel like the perspective keeps changing. The first time you felt regret, I was proud of how you'd grown.
Your pride only shamed us more. What havoc had we wrought before that this disaster would bring you joy?
Wow.
After the crisis passed, the people wailed in agony. Did the dead forever wander the nothing of the in-between? You proposed an easy road for their souls to travel on. Naku Tedek, where you returned the dying to the Adra, and their bodies to the soil.
I gave the grieving comfort that their loved ones would swiftly return. I made the daunting journey to reincarnation simple. I liberated us from mystery. I composted their bodies to make rich soils for our fields. Our dead would want us to eat well. I was suspicious of the temple's purpose, but it was what the other wanted. Comfort that the loved ones would swiftly return. I made the daunting journey to reincarnation simple. I was suspicious of the temple's purpose, but it was what the other Tebaru Sanakis wanted. So are we still in Hekala? This perspective change is very mind-boggling. I was suspicious of the temple's purpose, but it was what the other guardians wanted.
Sublimination of the individual to benefit the whole. We should like that to be our way. Yet Nikad, your brother, opposed Nakutedek's construction with his every breath and word. How could he despise your mission? We do not remember why.
Tradition. In Nakutedek, I sought to change the old ways and give our people hope, power. How could he despise you with power? Yeah. Naked, fear the other guardians, and I would use the temple to gain control. Jealousy, my plan for the site was chosen over his, and he resented me the glory. Tradition.
Preserving the old ways was the hinge Nikad's life turned upon. Without his purpose, he would have been lost for how to live. Your brother Nikad was a story keeper, and our people's stories say that your souls are wild things. Your souls leave your bodies and run free across the land to enter death and return to life in their own time. So it has been, and so Nikad believed it should always be. Why did you betray him?
I believed differently. It was my right to oppose him. I agreed with him, but I had to do what my order and the people demanded. I don't care about the old ways or the new. I only wanted to build something that would last. I didn't betray him. His hostility to Nakutedek was a betrayal of me. I believe differently.
Strength, persuasion, how we bend others to our will. This is what preoccupied you. We remember now. When he finally saw Nakutedek and understood what you had built, what did Nikad do?
He hunted me in the night market and attacked me in the street. Tried to turn the people against me and led them to attack me in my sleep. He hid from me, ashamed of our history together. I found him in the night market and confronted him. He took his concerns to the head of my order and foolishly tried to have me exiled. Yes.
Members of your order had come to celebrate your work. In front of them, he begged to know why you stole true reincarnation from the people. His tears shone. He did not wait for you to answer. He pulled a knife from his belt. torchlight flickered on the steel, he held it to your throat. What did you do, Enhekala, when your brother threatened your life?
My god. My god. He didn't bring himself to kill me. In his moment of weakness, I killed him. I wrestled a knife from his hand and killed him with it. Seems reasonable.
We remember. Steel on
Oh.
steel. A spurt of blood. A sound of pain. You stood over him and wept. Could he have been right about you? One more thing, Enhekala. What did you feel as he died?
Fury, I did what I knew was right. Forgiveness, we both stayed true to our beliefs. Regret, I should have tried to see his side. Forgiveness, we both stayed true to our beliefs.
You planted a tree near Naku Tedek to remember him by. As it grew, we learned that we should not pass judgment, but observe. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Okay. Interesting. Max asset by 10%? Fuck yeah. That, very interesting.